our Speedway Australia esports page as we look at the grid for heat number 4.
Yes, Harry Stewart going to start on pole, and Jaden Russell to the outside of the front row. Karen Peel will start position 3. Brad Pascoe going to start at a position number 4. Clayton Tilley will start position 5. Daniel Selleck at a position number 6. Daniel Lennon and Matthew Redcliffe at a positions number 7 and 8. Then we go back to Dale Sharp and Warwick Taylor to round out the 10-car field here in heat race number 4, Benny.
There's been some concerns on the Facebook page about the social distancing of the crowd. That has been noted. We're sending security up to the hill to... do you reckon they'll care? I don't think so.
Not a care in the world, Benny.
Harry Stewart looking good with some Valvoline colours there, looking very, very NASCAR. Very Max Dumsney NASCAR. Man, we miss those days of the Thunderdome, don't we? But keep your eyes on the inside of that second row as well, as Pascoe is just trying to stick in. We've got one more rotation. I didn't know whether they were going to drop the hammer there. Karen Peel also there on that second row. Man, this is very, very cool, isn't it? Great looking racetrack. It was the very first racetrack I ever saw watching just mindless television on the ABC when I was a kid, and all of a sudden these sprint cars came on from this place called Eldora, and I must have been maybe 10 or 11 years old. First time I ever saw it, and I said, I've got to get there one day. It's still yet to happen. There's Jaden Russell and Harry Stewart lead them off. Stewart on the inside of the Valvoline car. It's a pretty tidy start, but someone's taken advantage up on the top side. The Monster Energy entry. Monster Energy entry. Car number 18 looks the goods on the top side. Man, they're floating beautifully, and man, that racetrack has totally widened up.
It really has, and that's Brad Pascoe in that number 18 machine. He was, in fact, a winner here just last week in the Eldora Dirt $250 to win, so he picked up a nice little fat little paycheck for some street stock action. That was an open setup as here comes Stewart. Stewart now teammate of mine, so he knows how to get it done. I've already told him what he needs to do, but he knows exactly what needs to happen here in the Dirt Street Stock. So as Jaden Russell continues to lead down into turn of 1 or 2, Russell will slide up, and here comes a crossover from Stewart.
Nice work for Stewart now as he goes down on the bottom side. Once again, that ramp out of 1 and 2 playing beautifully. Pokes the tail end of the Camaro up in front as now loses a spot in the process. Or does he? Great drive out of 4. Leaves him up in the top spot. Jaden Russell really needs to think about what he can do after we come back from going yellow. I'm not sure what's brought that on.
Looks like Warwick Taylor has caused that one, and Dale Sharp. Let's take a look at the replay. That's not them. Don't know why it showed them up.
Big hello to Matt Shankland watching in from Nyora, as well as Julie Hickson Stratton. G'day, Julie. Watching in Cairns. It's a big way to go. Being raised down there in Victoria. Oh man, that was a big turnaround. And a big skyward rollover. It had ongoing effects.
Flip count 2, Benny. Flip count
there it is.
2.
Count 2. Get that 2. Big hello to Andrew Broom watching in from Mount Gambier. Go the big donkey. What happens if you're watching from another country? Leo Heaton, you can let us know wherever you're watching in from. And David is really disappointed with what's going on in the canteen. He's had to take his hamburger back tonight, unfortunately. So just the heads up for anybody buying a hamburger here at the Eldora. Apparently, according to Dave, they're not that flash. You tend to eat most of your meals while working, don't you? Like sitting there and in the studio, and wifey then brings a meal in while you're working. Is that how it rolls for you, bud?
That's exactly how it rolls, Benny. In between broadcasts, especially on a Monday and a Friday, I get about half an hour break, depending on what time the driver's finished. But yeah, I get about half hour, so I've got to sort of keep doing what I'm doing on the back end side of things, but getting other stuff ready for the broadcast, as well as trying to eat as well. So that can be difficult, but green flag is out. But here we go. 4 laps left to run here in heat race number 4.
Yeah, Harry Stewart in control at the moment. When I say in control, very much under threat, because here comes the 27. Pressure on from Jaden Russell, who's had about 3 or 4 laps to watch the form of Harry Stewart and see which lines he's picking. I thought he may have a little bit of a tap for him on the left rear, but he just avoids it nicely. Beautiful driving from Jaden Russell. He stayed out of trouble, essentially, as he nearly got into contact. Man, Selleck has to fend back there. Peel, Tilly's in it, Lennon's in on that, and how somehow they all survive.
Yeah, that was a real strange slider there from Clayton till he tried to clear about 7 cars on that attempt, but ended up nearly putting Brad Pascoe into the concrete wall. In fact, he did, as he'll do it again down into turns 1 and 2. So Daniel Lennon now, but Daniel Selleck, the big winner out of that one in that 511 machine, he's now into position number 3, and with just 1 lap to run, Benny, it's still on for the race lead.
Yeah, exactly right. Russell is absolutely plaguing the back of the Camaro of Harry Stewart. The Valvoline car is under fire. Here comes the run that we've been talking about down the slippery dip out of 1 and 2. It's not enough momentum, though. Look at the way that Stewart just slides up the top. He's left a gap. Is it enough? Not quite. He holds on. Nice try from Harry Stewart. In fact, I'm not sure from your viewpoint, I thought he made a little bit of a mistake there, but it still worked for him.
Yeah, he was just, I don't think he was trying to slide up all the way, knowing that, Jaden Russell had had gotten down to the bottom side as well. He wasn't sort of blocking, but he was just protecting that low side. And seeing that Jaden Russell actually hit the slick, he would have just got off the gas just a little bit, so he didn't slide up all the way into the outside wall.
Thankfully, got by Harry Stewart, Jaden Russell, Daniel Selleck will make it through to the main show. Everybody else, a lot of work to do from the B main. That's Heat 4, done and dusted. A big welcome to you if you've